In the toil of thinking, in the serenity of books, in the messages of prophets, the songs of poets, and the wisdom of interpreters, in discoveries of continents of truth whose margins we may see, we delight in free minds and in their thinking. In the majesty of the moral order, in the faith that right will triumph, in the courage given us when we ally ourselves to truth in any form, in the privilege of being co-workers in good causes, we celebrate the unseen goals we share and serve. Let us build a world safe from war and oppression, free and satisfying, one that ultimately furnishes answers for us all. Please be seated.
Graduates, friends, and family, good morning and welcome. I'm Daphne Terrace, Dean of the Ted Rogers School of Management. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the land on which we're celebrating today. Toronto is in the Dish with One Spoon territory. The Dish with One Spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. Class of 2022, it is so wonderful to be able to celebrate your academic achievements in person. Along with many others, I'm joined on stage today by David Cram, Dean of the Faculty of Science, Corey Searcy, Dean and Vice Provost of the Yates School of Graduate Studies, and actually Maurice Yates himself back there. On behalf of all of us, I extend congratulations to each of you for the academic achievements we're celebrating today. I am so proud to be here today to congratulate our new graduates and share in this special celebration with their families and friends. As students, you've demonstrated the ability to pivot to virtual learning during the pandemic, adapt to the changing environment, and to be resilient during this challenging time. You've also demonstrated your leadership and your desire to push behind and beyond conventional business and science educations, to take innovative and creative risks, to work collaboratively to contribute to your communities. I encourage you to continue this approach as alumni and use the tools you have acquired here to promote initiatives that have local, national, and global relevance and change society for the better. Although your time as an undergraduate or graduate student is ending, you remain a valuable member of our family. Like all strong families, our university embraces deep and lasting connections to alumni. And speaking of families, I want to thank all of your families for supporting you through your university experience. To families, I'm so glad you're with us today. I'm proud of my children when they graduate, and I'm sure you're very proud of yours. I sincerely hope students, graduates, you will remain connected by joining your alumni association and that our paths will cross again in the workplace, at Toronto Metropolitan University events, or in the classroom as lifelong learners and graduate students. Please get your graduate degrees. Take advantage of the many benefits and services you have as alumni, and think about jobs as professors. And when you are out there doing great work, your new colleagues are going to turn to you one day and say, "That's so impressive. Where did you learn to do that?" And you will confidently tell them, "From Toronto Metropolitan University." To begin this very special day, I introduce you to the university's President and Vice Chancellor, Mohamed Lashami.
Thank you, Dean Taras. Welcome to our graduates and graduates. family and friends, colleagues from across the university community and beyond. To the class of 2020 and those of you from the classes of 2022 and those of you from the classes of 2020 and 2021 who have returned to cross the stage in person today, this is an important day for you, and you have our warmest congratulations. You are all graduating at a milestone moment in history. Despite the challenges brought on by the pandemic, you remained committed to your studies, kept connected with your classes, and served your community in more ways than I can describe here. A milestone also because your graduating year will be forever linked to our historic name change. What has not changed from the moment you choose to study here to the moment you cross the stage to accept your award are our values. And when you return as alumni, you will feel right at home. As we move forward together, I encourage you to embrace the same steadfast drive and determination that defines us at Toronto Metropolitan University. Both you and the university look ahead to a new chapter and bright future. Future of promise and optimism, better prepared than ever to meet the challenges and opportunities ahead. To our graduates and graduates, this is your time. You have what the world is looking for: talent, energy, and great ideas. Your years here have prepared you for this moment. We are so very glad that you choose this university, that you immerse yourself in our university community. I hope you are feeling grateful for each other. You have shared a university experience that forges lasting friendships. Which brings us full circle. While we may find success as individuals, as a society, we depend on each other. We need loved ones, and you have many celebrating with you today. We need colleagues and community. In French, you will know, we never say goodbye. Instead, we say au revoir, which literally means until we see you again. Enjoy your very special day and stay close to your alma mater. For together, we'll shape the future. Thank you, and I invite you now to please enjoy a short video.
Today marks a momentous moment in the story of your life. Just a few years ago, you began a new chapter. For some, that meant moving to a new city. For many, that meant discovering new perspectives. And for all, that meant opening your mind to new possibilities. Along the way, you were met with challenges unfamiliar to those who came before you and to those who follow. You embraced the responsibility of learning and unlearning, inspired by the people and places that played a part. Together, we evolved. While this chapter comes to a close, your story continues. Tomorrow, you'll remember this moment, not for who you were, but for who you have become. Today, we'll celebrate the diversity of your experience, your commitment to shaping a better future, and your part in our story. as Toronto Metropolitan University.
Corey Searcy to the podium to introduce today's amazing honorary degree recipient.
President Lashmi, Interim Provost Inachito Provenzano, deans, esteemed colleagues and representatives who join us on stage, members of the graduating class, family members and friends, and honored guests. It's my great privilege to deliver the citation for Toby Heaps, upon whom Toronto Metropolitan University is conferring the degree Doctor of Laws, our highest award. Toby Heaps has been described as someone who lacks the part of the brain that says things are impossible. If that's true, it's proven to be our good fortune and a big help to business and broader society. 20 years ago, Toby co-founded Corporate Knights, a media and research company that focused on promoting business sustainability, in large part through its magazine of the same name. Corporate Knights is a working reflection of Toby's goal to make the world a better place by holding businesses accountable for their actions to ensure a sustainable future for everyone. That said, if you think Toby is anti-business, that's far from the truth. He believes, and his work has shown this to be true, that a sustainable economy can be good for both business and the planet. To make business more accountable and bring transparency to their activities, Toby spearheaded the first global rankings of sustainable corporations. This was a huge effort, and it's provided a basis for raising awareness on business sustainability efforts since 2005. The Global 100 most sustainable corporations in the world are now announced each year at the World Economic Forum. Among others, Corporate Knights also publishes an annual list of the best 50 corporate citizens in Canada and the world's most sustainable MBA programs. These rankings have been groundbreaking. The focus on what Toby calls clean capitalism continues to intensify. Toby's work has been critical in radically improving business transparency and illuminating the positive and negative impacts of business on key issues like climate change and working conditions. Over 10 years ago, I remember meeting with Toby as a part of a broader group to discuss sustainability rankings and how they can be improved. And I'll also note that 10 years ago, he also rolled into our meeting on rollerblades, so that stuck with him as well. Certainly, I think one of the reasons that he's been successful is that he brings a positive, constructive, and collegial approach to addressing big problems. It takes time to make meaningful change, and Toby stayed on this, creating the premier sustainability rankings in the world. He's played a key role in linking business and investment decisions to the wider world, and he's made a huge difference in an important space to us all. Toby Heaps, we thank you for your leadership in driving radical transparency into business and society, and we celebrate and honor today your lifelong commitment to social and economic policies that ensure a sustainable future for everyone. I would now like to call President Lashemi, Interim Provost Inachito Provenzano, and Toby Heaps to the podium for the conferring of the degree.
Toronto Metropolitan University, by virtue of the authority granted by the Province of Ontario under the Universities Act, has awarded the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges attended thereon to Toby Heaps.
President Lashmi, Interim Provost Inachito Provenzano, deans, esteemed colleagues and representatives who joined us on stage, graduands, family members and friends, honored guests. Most of all, my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2022. I must admit I feel a little out of place here, and not because of these, that's just how I get around, but it's because I've never been adept academically. I failed first grade because I couldn't read, and I almost flunked out of university. I remember scrambling for credits in my last semester when I asked Professor Naylor, who had given me a J, which is what you got if you didn't hand in your term paper, and it amounted to an F, if I could turn my paper in late. He said, "No way." So I asked the associate dean, who had buttered up with bagels, if she could speak to the professor. She did. And he agreed to mark it on one condition. He would dock 1% for every day it was late. Unfortunately, it was 1,000 days late. So it was off to summer school for me. But here we are. Maybe many of you are not supposed to be here either. Some of you are the first generation in your family to get a degree. Most of you had to go into debt or work at another job just to make it here today. And all of you busted your butts to get this degree. The degree you receive today is something that no one can ever take away from you. So it's an honor to be here with you today. Not just because TMU is a kick-ass university that doesn't take orders from anyone, but because together, your classes combine the power of science to know with the power of business to act. As the Chinese proverb goes, to know and not to act is not to know. As a child, I discovered we were cutting down a football field of rainforest every minute just so that we could have more hamburgers, and it made me mad. As I grew up, I learned that this was just the way that the world worked. Business was doing bad things because we were literally paying them to. I stopped eating hamburgers, and I started to become curious about what would the world look like if we could harness the power of business to solve our biggest problems instead of making them worse. First, we needed a new story. It all started with the idea for a magazine that ranked the best corporate citizens in Canada. Those companies doing the best job, taking care of their employees, paying their taxes, and providing solutions to solve our biggest problems. I didn't have any money, all I had was debt, so I pitched it to Tony Viner, who used to be the CEO of Rogers Media, eponymous with the TMU Business School. One day at 7 a.m., I ambushed him outside his office. He told me, large circulation magazines are expensive. Printers, distribution, special content. My idea was a surefire path to bankruptcy. But I was too stubborn to listen. My partners and I commissioned Jancy Research, now known as Sustainalytics, to rank the best corporate citizens in Canada. And we told them we'd pay them with a free ad in the magazine, which, by the way, was going to be in the Globe Mail. Then we went to the Globe Mail to see if they would distribute our magazine, ranking the top 100 companies in Canada, to which they happily agreed, as long as we paid up front. We made similar arrangements with the printer. Then we contacted the CEOs of the 100 largest companies in Canada and told them we were publishing a magazine in the Globe Mail and wanted their definition of corporate social responsibility in the 21st century. With some honey steel and a lot of polite harassment, 43 of those companies responded, which made us seem kind of legitimate. Otherwise, why would they be giving us a quote from their CEO? After we finished the ranking, we invited the best 50 companies to punctuate their ranking with an ad, not the other way around. We knew if we sold 6 ads, we could cover our costs. We sold 8. The problem was that you're only paid for the ads after the magazine comes out, and both the printer and the Globe insisted on being paid up front. That's where Martin came in, a gentleman we found in the Yellow Pages under the category unconventional loans. For a small fee, Martin took our receivables and collateral and provided us with the cash we needed to pay the printer and the Globe. And we were off to the races. That taught me something. When you know you're jumping in the right direction, the net will appear. That's the first nugget of wisdom. I've got 2 more. So set your heart on something that you know the world needs. Make it real in your mind before it actually happens. And as you put the pieces in place, it will become real for everyone else. Back in 2006, I wanted to find out what Canadian mining companies were doing over in the Congo. I had my heart set on interviewing the Congolese president, 34-year-old Joseph Kabila, who had become 6 years ago president of Africa's largest country, suddenly after his father was assassinated. The only problem was that Kabila almost never did interviews with foreign press. Certainly nobody as obscure as corporate knights. So I went to the Hotel Memling in Kinshasa, for a press conference. There's often one such hotel in these cities where much of the intrigue takes place. There I met a veteran Belgian journalist who knew Kabila's press secretary, Kadura Kasongo. She kindly provided me with his contacts. I then phoned the Financial Times weekend editor, Polita Clark, who edited the Lunch with the FT segment, and I explained to her I was in the Congo to interview Joseph Kabila and wondered if she might be willing to take a look at the write-up, entirely on spec, with no commitment. She said, sure. That was my in. I called Kadura and I explained that our mutual Belgian friend had provided me with his details and that I was here to interview President Kabila for the Financial Times. It was sort of true. He said he would look into it and get back to me. I sent an email and called him the next day, and he gave me the thumbs up. There were a few hiccups along the way, but the interview happened, albeit with tea instead of lunch because the president was on a diet, and the Financial Times published it, providing the Western world with a rare glimpse into his haunted soul. It's often those times when you're somewhere you're not supposed to be, doing something you're not supposed to do, when the magic happens. That's nugget number 2. On that note, there's a beautiful little village in the mountains of Switzerland called Davos, otherwise known as the Woodstock for capitalists, where CEOs and heads of states gather each January. When I decided we were going to launch a global ranking of the world's 100 most sustainable corporations, there was never any question of doing it anywhere else. There were a few obstacles, of course. Davos is an invite-only event and one of the most secure zones on the planet during the World Economic Forum, specifically designed to keep people like me on the other side of the fence. But there's always a side door. It turns out that the main hotel in Davos, the Belvedere, just like the Memling in Kinshasa, is where much of the action happens. And for a princely but affordable sum, they rent out event space. And when you're an event host, you receive security credentials, and then the side door swings open. I had high hopes the year we launched the Global 100, preparing a speech that challenged companies to evolve from their myopic mission of making money for shareholders to creating value for all stakeholders, or risk being left behind in the dust by those that do. I came a couple days early with a huge pile of flyers. I got in the hotel, and everybody was there. I was handing them out to all manner of dignitaries. I handed one to George Soros, Bill Clinton, even Bono got one. When I was getting ready for a big press conference on launch day, my colleague from the research firm who we'd partnered with asked me how many RSVPs we had. None, I answered. And that was exactly how many people showed up, not counting the top-ranked company CEO and a World Economic Forum official who I'd convinced to skip important meetings to speak at this momentous launch. I have to admit, it felt a bit strange speaking to an empty audience, but I made my speech anyway, and every year since, I've been diligent about the RSVPs. That was back in 2005, and a funny thing happened over the years. Our side show on sustainable capitalism became the main event. The idea that Corporate Knights was proposing that companies did not exist just for shareholders, but for society, was finally adopted as the official credo of the World Economic Forum in 2020. There's always a side door. Find it. That's the third nugget. One other beautiful thing happened along the way. The optimistic hypothesis that companies doing good would also do well has passed the test of the market and stood the test of time. Even though there's still many structural flaws that tilt the playing field against good companies, after almost 18 years of live performance, the Global 100 is one of the best performing global equity indices on the planet, beating out 95% of its peers. So be optimistic despite reality, and one day you can be optimistic because of reality. By my count, you've got about 2,000 weeks before you turn 65. What are you going to do with those weeks? First, set your heart on something you know the world needs and take a leap of faith. Go where the action is, especially if you're not supposed to be there. And remember, the front door is usually locked, but there's always a side door. Use it. Finally, a disclaimer. There is a non-zero chance that following this advice may land you in prison. So stay close to your loved ones. They will nourish your soul, and one day you might need them to bail you out. I'm lucky to have my family and best friends here today, including my dad, who came in on the red eye, and my beautiful wife and my 2 beautiful boys. I'd also like to think that my mom is here as well. She was a social worker who poured all her love into me and still has lots left over. She often said, and lived by the maxim, that if just one person believes in you, anything is possible. I know that's true for every one of you because I believe in you. So, thank you. The revolution's today, not tomorrow.
What, no standing ovation? Like, come on, guys. Like, did you not hear the most inspiring story of all time? Thank you. I actually am required to stick to script, but I've used up my 2,000 weeks plus 56 others, and it's really been a tremendous pleasure watching people as inspiring as Dr. Heaps be recognized like this. So those were words that are rare, inspiring, and very, very heartfelt. Thank you. Now, as graduates and family of Dr. Heaps, as graduates prepare to come forward, I'd like to take this opportunity to request a contradictory instruction. Please hold your applause until all graduates cross the stage. We do, however, welcome spontaneous outbursts of joy, enthusiasm, and even relief from family and friends, because that's all part of the celebration. So all graduates are celebrated equally. We ask that everyone please remain for the duration of the ceremony. I now ask to come forward and thank in advance the University Registrar, Robin Parr.
Will the graduands please rise if you're able? President Lashmi, Interim Provost Ianachito Provenzano, honored guests, faculty members, staff, members of our Board of Governors, family and friends of the graduands. I have the honor and pleasure to present graduands from Toronto Metropolitan University's Faculty of Science, Ted Rogers School of Management, and Yates School of Graduate Studies degree programs. Our graduands, including all of those who are joining us for today's ceremony, as well as those unable to attend who are graduating in absentia. I certify that each has met the academic requirements for the awards they are about to receive, and that each has been duly approved by the University Senate. My congratulations to each of you. You can be seated.
President and Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the Faculty of Science. Bachelor of Science, Honors in Biology. Khadija Akhtar. Vanusha Arulvarraja. Avery Brown. Kyriaki Sophocleus. Uswa Thahim with distinction. Tommy Tran with distinction. Asma Wahbi. Salim Yaqub. Bachelor of Science, Honors in Biomedical Sciences. Ezekiel Asafo Ajay with distinction. Inthuja Naveogaratnam. Hana Nuri with distinction. Matthew Pasquini with distinction. Bachelor of Science, Honors in Biomedical Sciences, Cooperative Program. Hamida Ibrahim with distinction. Andrea Nunez. Bachelor of Science, Honors in Chemistry. Natalia Bastos. Terry Ernest. Kayla Lewis. Mija Medina. Bachelor of Science, Honors in Chemistry, Cooperative Program. Jada Wright with distinction. Bachelor of Science, Honors in Computer Science. Shashwat Dangana. Arnold William Gozum with distinction. Alexandra Gutierrez. Kazra Hesami Brujerdi. Peter Kandik. Sorena Kanzade. Koa Tran with distinction. Juheng Lu with distinction. Pedro Utero. Amar Patel. Fangbo Ren. Purvi Turakia with distinction. Mujtaba Wahid. Vaibhav Yadaram. Haben Yoon. Jolene Yuan with distinction. Bachelor of Science, Honors in Computer Science, Cooperative Program. Muhammad Khan. Ivan Litovka with distinction. Adil Mahmood with distinction. Muhammad Siddiqui. Bachelor of Science, Honors in Financial Mathematics. Sundas Ahmed. Dongpeng Shi. Bachelor of Science, honors in mathematics and its applications. Quinton Chokrav Evans. Bachelor of Science, honors in medical physics. Palvasha Turial. President and Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the graduate degrees in the Faculty of Science. Master of Science in Applied Mathematics. Gurpreet Jagdev. Woojin Zhang. Raymond Wu. Master of Science in Computer Science. Alexander Baker-George. Janushin Baskaraja. Andrian Bielik. Tony Misik. Sarah Sohana. Afifa Tariq. Master of Science in Molecular Science. Avia Akari. Mohammed Butt. Melissa Damaral, who is being congratulated on stage by their father, Carlos Damaral, from Facilities Management and Development. Michelle Dang. Tristan Manenquia. Michael Mercer. Jillian Muir Guarnaccia. Jillian Okura. Aruj Kamar. Daniel Rappaport. David Ravin Tharajan. Let's go, David! Vanessa Rusetta. Serena Spritzi. Tavneet Singh. Lavinia Trifoy. Daphne Vural. Ali Yagubian. Master of Science in Physics. Michael Nguyen. Mark Persick. Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Physics. Amani Shail. Na Zhao. Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science, Shadan Ghafaripur. Saida Ghulam Rezazadeh Mutlaq, Mujahid Sultan, Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematical Modeling and Methods, Konrad Gajewski, Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular Science, Sydney Weisenberg, President and Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the Ted Rogers School of Management. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance, Accounting, Jeffrey Asante. Pavanveer Brar. Mark Kabangan with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance, Accounting, James Hassos. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance, Accounting, Yuehang Liu. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance, Accounting Cooperative Program, Shimul Desai. Leima Muhammad. Abdullah Naeem. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance, Finance, Khalid Al-Suwarki. Suhail Bayat. Tanisha Chowdhury. Shelly Sirota. Yarden Tityon with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance, Finance Cooperative Program, Liam King. Elaine Liu with distinction. Farina Mahrin. with distinction. Ali Mustafa Sadiq, with distinction. Dalia Zakaria. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Economics and Management Science. Hamad Arif. Omra Ghaznavi. Kimia Karimi Shari, with distinction. Sungwoo Lee. Joey Lee. Junior Rosario. Amanjot Sembi. Ragavi Sivanesan. Kongtian Wen. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Economics and Management Science, Cooperative Program. Vani Ankaran, with distinction. Azima Chowdhury. Bachelor of Commerce in Business Management, Economics and Management Science, Cooperative Program. McLean DeWeaver. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Economics and Management Science, Cooperative Program. Shelby Lakan. Amy Lee. Nalesh Puvanendran. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Entrepreneurship. Ardashir Abbasi. Siraj al-Din Abu Zahra. Faraz Bamdadi Najad, with distinction. Lena Botirius. Noah Breeze. Cole Sear. Elvira de Silveira. Dylan Horner. Mackenzie Machado. Bayazit Tepeler. Quentin Wong. Hayan Zafar. Christian Tomagan, who is also receiving a degree from Business Management, Entrepreneurship Cooperative Program. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Global Management Studies. Yogya Atwal. Parmbir Bilga, with distinction. Gabriel Chapeta. Samantha Chiarelli. Kyriakos Konstantopoulos, Diana Daoud, Leah Fernandez, Kisanet Fesahazion, Sahil Garg, Harrison Garside, Joseph Grieco, Minsong Han, Sarah Hassan, Sangeeth Karunagaran, Aftab Khan, Toby Liu, Joel Mansour with distinction, Kimberly Milligan, Dallin Moffat, James Okumoto Stokovaz, Parth Patel, Kimroy Pennicott, Rubama Rahman, Nadia Salah, Yashul Salman, Anisa Saku with distinction, Mohab Syed, Carmen Tijuana, Jenny Toma, Victoria Vaz, Christian Wolfson, Elise Wilson, Morgan Yu, Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Business Management, Global Management Studies, Cooperative Program. Akshara George, Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Business Management, Human Resources Management. Randa Abushawar, Nirjona Akhtar, Anna Karina Ampioko with distinction, Zimena Armas, Luxia Balachandran, Nirmala Baiju, Chelsea Cantos, Bushra Seaton, Shirley Coutinho, Malavika Dushyanthan, Nitin Haribabu, Ranisha Intaraj, Sebania Josarasa, Emma Chowdhury, Shifa Kashmiri, Myra Khan, Roman Coates, Hyeji Kim, Nahian Majid, Monish Mangiredigari, Vanessa Hope Marcial, Sarah McSweeney with distinction, Rahul Parmar with distinction, Charan Ravindran, Sahan Rutpishi, Valentine Rosario, Simran Sagu, Jasmine Shergill, Piravina Sivasami, Maiwandul Haq, Antu Vo, Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Business Management, Human Resources Management, Cooperative Program. Roman Chavez with distinction. Robert Chementi. Starzia Lim with distinction. Winnie Lin. Natalie Watt with distinction. Aditya Wabowo. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Business Management, Law and Business. Sara Amir. Joshua Andrievsky. Mansi Astana. Isabella Atpin. Mehar Bamra with distinction. Natasha Chelia. Richard Dell. Huda Ege. Nishka Jayasuriya. Wosanyelesh Lul Seged. Megan Morley. Sandeep Sandhu. Emily Thorell. Sukmin Tiwana. Eric Wood. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Business Management, Law and Business Cooperative Program. Tamur Beg with distinction. Aliana Ratansi with distinction. Ajay Tiwari. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Marketing Management. Saif Al-Ahmad. Robert Antunes. Qamar Anaptawi. Joseph Bonello. Aliza Butler. Ming-Jae Chen. Anjali Chopra. Justin Coloma. Philippe Cunha. Kevin Curtis with distinction. Celeste Earl. Poyan Ghaem Maghami. Amanda Gonsalves. Patrick Goodmurphy. Sheikh Hussein. Jacob Camps. Kinza Kashif. Kelly Lawrence. Kithian Mahendran. Ringo Aaron Mandawe. Angelina Mercadante. Mubarak Mohammed with distinction. David Newen. Rohan Patel. Mariam Rafi Nejad. Tanvir Sandal. Sumit Sohi with distinction. Nico Suarez. Michelle Tran with distinction. Vimika Uthaya Chandran. Alberto Vitali with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Marketing Management, Cooperative Program. Alyssa Shazon. Jesper Choi with distinction. Blancha Clemente. Crystal Kung with distinction, who is also receiving a certificate in Business French and Translation. Yating Ju. Jason Kotari. Athavi Thirumoli. Kathy Tolam with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Real Estate Management. Omar Adish. Maximus Boulos. John Matienzo with distinction. Tyler Polidoro. Nicholas Lalchan. Nicole Meshki. Rafael Pazan. Rabit Shah. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Real Estate Management, Cooperative Program. Natessa Burke with distinction. Scott McPherson. Bachelor of Commerce in Business Technology Management. Imran Ali. Mir Abbas Ali. Syed Ali. Maham Arif. Ishpreet Asi. Thanusin Baskaran. Boise Wudu. Jermaine Bird. Amoria Crawford. Ismail Farah. Zachary Farrow. Garrett Forrest with distinction. Noah Galicia. Song Gao. Gurman Gill. Yunus Hassan. Kiana Hastic. Kupitha Jayandran. Anurup Kalra. Hamza Khan with distinction. Christian Kuri. Naeem Ladak. Nicholas Lindsay. Jacqueline Merrill. Rumeisa Multani. Jin-In Park. Avarza Purbemani. Ajit Purba. Tamim Rahman. Simran Rai. Poshithan Ravichandran. Morshed Reza. Victor Sharf with distinction. Usama Sheikh. Jasmine Sidhu. Justin Sivalingam with distinction. Laiba Sayad. Jonathan Tadele. Wesley Thompson with distinction. Athena Tsinas. Amol Waring. Junjun Wu. Zishuan Yi with distinction. Ata Yilmaz with distinction. Nima Zerat Pishe. Bachelor of Commerce in Business Technology Management Cooperative Program. Marko Kovacevic. Jeffrey Lamb with distinction. Bachelor of Health Administration in Health Administration. Feisayo Ademolu. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Hospitality and Tourism Management. Abinaya Anbalagan. Diana Chan. Wei Cheng Chen. Ashley Flores. Jahi Ku. Shu Chao Li. Kayla Lopez Gayduk. Andrik Ludovicius. Khalil Mushani. Alexander Novembre. Daniel Saad. Alex Singh. Boshi Zheng. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Hospitality and Tourism Management Cooperative Program. Diane Jin. Xiyang Liu with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Retail Management. Jack Charlebois. Osama Kazi. John Ruste. Abdul Sami. President and Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the graduate degrees in the Ted Rogers School of Management. Professional Master's Diploma in Accounting. Mara Amin. Crystal Bellew. Julia Chan. Sugirthan Minachi Sundaralingam. Thomas Tesfaye. Amanda Wong. Master of Business Administration in Business Administration. Raina Abeste. Naman Agrawal. Osman Akhtar. Merlin Alex. Carol Asaf. Samir Batla. Caitlin Campbell. Salik Chowdhury. Alan Choi. Nicholas Chun. Genti Damko. Franel Josa. Mohammed Faisal. Peter Guber. Sarah Hatami. Paula Hermohanes, who is being congratulated on stage by their mother, Shirley Dakane, from the Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. Max Hoffman. Ali Janjua. Shilpa Kataria. Hassan Ali Khan. Redima Kochar. Andrew Lalonde. Clara Lee. Jason Lee. Tabisha Mahamood. Peter Milway. Matthew Moore. Blessing Nwaluka. Rohan Pansare. Rikhil Parsram. Anirudh Dayanand Puranik. Farisa Rahman. Araz Rashid Sanati. Sarah Reeve, who is being congratulated on stage by their grandfather, Maurice Yates, from the Yates School of Graduate Studies. Rishba. Syed Taha Rizvi. Sher Saifi. Patrick Servideo. Mark Shoemaker. Peter Senel. Kamaldeep Singh. Sugandha Singh. Abhishek Sinha. Julian Smith. Tyler Stone. Adena Tukabo. Karen Wei. Dakota White. Bilal Zafar. Irina Zagorodsky. Master of Business Administration and Management of Technology and Innovation. Scott Butenham. Christopher Kelly. Master of Science in Management and Management. Omar Faris. President and Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the graduate degrees in the Yates School of Graduate Studies. Master of Science in Data Science and Analytics. Aga Ahmed. Swayami Bera. Abhishek Chowra. Melania Chobit. Yashi Garg. Biraj Ghosh. Shansong Huang. Farzim Jawani. Lakshmi Natisha Midela. Fahim Mohammed Abdul. Sarazam Monira. Ayodotun Ojo. Krishna Mohan Pingali. Mohammed Muzahidur Rahman. Neha Sunil. Nikhil Sunil. Master of Applied Science in Environmental Applied Science and Management. Christian Garcia. Anna Leckman. Sarah Nicholson. Ricardo Primarano. Mohammed Gholam Saror. Kaushika Vinothi Swaran. Wyatt Weatherson. Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Applied Science and Management. Sarah Ariano. President and Vice Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of today's graduates.
Hello, Toronto Met grads. I'm Jen McMillan, Vice Provost students, and I'm so excited to share this moment with you. After years of hard work and great memories, you finally made it to the finish line. Congratulations on this huge accomplishment. I know you have a lot of family and friends in your corners too, people who supported you when you needed it most and who cheered you on at every milestone. Whether they are near or far, they are celebrating you today and no doubt incredibly proud of your achievements. I hope you feel that your degree not only represents what you learned in the classroom, but how you made the most of your time here. You worked hard, tackling assignments, studying for exams, and balancing jobs, but also played hard, joining clubs, making athletics history, and becoming student leaders. While some of you might have grown up close by, many of you spent hours on a plane to get here, and that's the beauty of this place. We're a community made up of people from all around the world who found a second home at TMU. So take all of your experiences, your successes and learnings, and dive into every opportunity that lies ahead. Grow the network of friends you've built here and help one another thrive in new spaces around the world. I hope you keep getting involved, keep speaking up, and keep living out loud because this world needs you, just as you are. Do you hear me? It needs you, and I'm so happy we could help you on your way. Congratulations again.
When I moved here to go to university, I was, this kid in this big, intimidating city, and this place just felt like home to me.
And I knew immediately, having just come from Jamaica, that that was the place for me.
I spent 3 years here. These are still the best 3 years of my life. You know, one of the fondest memories that I had was being here at 1, 2 in the morning. You know, you're leaving at around 3 a.m., but it didn't matter because you were doing what you loved.
My fondest memory at the university was the day I graduated. Dr. G. Raymond Chang, our previous chancellor, was handing it off to me. I remember when I got up to that stage, I whispered over to him, "I'm Jamaican as well. I'm so proud to have you as my chancellor." And we giggled.
Interaction with meeting students from all over the world. Interaction with my instructors of the day.
My fondest memory was getting a husband.
The warmth, the camaraderie, the buildings were so friendly.
During my 8 years as president of the university, I officiated at well over 50 convocations. My fondest memory really was to see the students coming across the stage, to see their families excited with them, and to see so many of the students who are graduating be the first in their family to get a degree.
And it's all true. Yes, thank you. It's not fluff.
It's my honor now to present the university's gold medal. The university's gold medal is awarded to one graduate student in each faculty. Nominees have demonstrated outstanding involvement within the university, their profession and/or the community, and also have demonstrated their academic proficiency. I'm pleased to announce that MBA graduate Harsh Brahmbhatt is the recipient of the gold medal for the Ted Rogers School of Management. Harsh is an outstanding community member at Toronto Met and beyond. He served as a member of the University Senate and Vice President Outreach and Engagement of the MBA Women in Leadership Association, leading programs to promote gender equality. Since January 2011, you look younger than 2011, you must have been a baby. He has worked in the community with BAPS charities, impacting hundreds of thousands of people across Canada through relief efforts and hospital support. Harsh is humble, a role model, and very deserving of this prestigious award. I invite Harsh and President Lashmi forward for the presentation of this amazing award. It's now my pleasure to invite David Cram, Dean of the Faculty of Science, to present the next medals.
Thank you, Dean Terrace. The Governor General's Gold Medal is awarded to 2 graduate students with the highest cumulative GPA. But your graduate journey is so much more than that number, and you've worked so hard. This number means something, though. Sydney Weisenberg, graduating with her PhD in molecular science, is today's first recipient. Over the course of her academic journey, she achieved incredible academic results. Today, she crosses the stage with a cumulative GPA of 4.33. Congrats, Sydney. Would Sydney and President Lashmi please come forward for the presentation of the award? Our next recipient of the Governor General's Gold Medal is Amarul Islam. graduating with his PhD in computer science. Amaral has also achieved outstanding academic results and crosses the stage today with a cumulative GPA of 4.22. Congratulations, Amaral. Would Amaral and President Lashmi please come forward for the presentation of the award?
Please welcome Interim Provost and Vice President Academic Roberta Iannacito Provenzano.
Thank you, Dean Terrace. It's my pleasure to be with you today. You have arrived at this day, at this celebration, at this accomplishment. Congratulations. As we bring today's convocation ceremony to a close, I would like us to reflect on the sacrifices and successes that have led to this moment. Take a minute to consider the challenges that you have overcome. Endless study sessions and all-nighters dedicated to finishing that project or to getting through some tough exams. Extracurricular activities to balance with a demanding academic schedule. And all of this on top of a global pandemic that pushed and challenged you in unimaginable ways. And consider the things that you gained along the way. Cherished memories at varsity games and campus events to reminisce about with lifelong friends. And hopefully, an appetite for learning to fuel your growth in the years ahead. Every day you persevered. You asked tough questions. You challenged the status quo, and you triumphed. This is a day of well-deserved celebration for you and your families. I'd also like to say a special thank you to the family members and friends who helped you along the way. I think we should give them a round of applause, absolutely. Your support has been incredibly important to each one of our graduates, and you have contributed to their success in incalculable ways. Finally, I would like to reinforce one very important thing. By completing your journey here, you will always be a part of the Toronto Metropolitan University family, an ever-growing group of passionate people doing remarkable work in every corner of the world. Good luck with all your future endeavors. I am so looking forward to what all of you will contribute to our shared future. Thank you.
I would like to thank all of the staff, the volunteers, and the faculty here today who helped make this ceremony a wonderful experience for all. Once more, graduates and guests, congratulations from everyone at this university. I hope you continue to enjoy this special day. But first, if you could please rise and join Carrie Wiebe from the Office of the Dean of the Ted Rogers School of Management, who, as a special favor to me, sings the national anthem brilliantly. She is a professional opera singer, and she does this for us to enjoy. Following the anthem, please remain standing until all of our graduates have left the arena. Thank you for celebrating with us today, and please enjoy Carrie Weeb singing "O Canada."